Hey, this is your boy Drew from the podcast Conversation with the Brothers. I just got a little something I just want to bring to you in regards to police stops, in reaction of a local police department with veterans, actually a black veteran. I'm going to let you see a little bit of it in the fair use, maybe a minute, then we'll talk about it.
What the hell y'all doing there? What's up?
Why do you keep a firearm in the trunk?
That's a legal way to run with it, right? Either you host it in the trunk or host it in the case in the glove box.
In November 2022, a Navy veteran was pulled over for a routine traffic stop. What followed was a tense encounter that would lead to a formal complaint, an internal investigation, and a $45,000 settlement.
What's up?
Now look at how they treat this man. Right off the
Man, just
Don't worry about it. Keep your freaking hands out the window and shut your mouth. I'll figure it out.
like he's out on an animal or something. The police officer shouldn't even be a police officer. He should be fired right away.
What's up? How you doing? Come on, you doing both? I'm chilling. What's up? I'm chilling. What's up? I'm chilling. Officer. Come on, I'm doing that. What the hell y'all doing there? What's up? Come on, man.
Unbelievable.
Come on, I ain't doing shit. Come on. What's crazy? Come around that bitch. What you mean? I just live in the same spot. Okay.
So much illegal shit going on here, man. That's unbelievable. And what tends to happen is under these investigations, they investigate themselves and they'll find no wrongdoing. Now I'm gonna cut it off right here, but I was just showing you just an example of how this man, as a Navy veteran, is treated. Now, keep in mind, we all have been pulled over by the police. Could happen to anybody. Of any color, any nationality, could happen to them. The problem that we run into is, again, not all police officers bad, anything like that, but you have certain individuals who have egos. I mean, just off the rip, how he was talking to this man, it's just crazy. And most of us, you know, if you talk to us disrespectfully, we're not going to really want to cooperate. We don't want to be wondering what's going on. We're going to be confused. Just like this guy was confused. Guy had no idea what was going on. Let's mind his own business. And they come up on him, shut your mouth. And it's just crazy, man. These are the type of officers that you do not want in your community. You do not want them in your community. And even though that these guys, a lot of times, you can actually file complaints, FOIA requests. But a FOIA request, when you request the freedom of information, it takes so long to get them sometimes. I filed myself before and never received anything. And they know, I mean, they know what they're doing. They do it on purpose to hide any misconduct that they may be involved with. Now, I know we have a lot of things going on in the Salisbury area. You know, so you have to really be careful. You have to pick your battles sometime. Again, when you're on the side of the road, I mean, no need arguing. But this right here, this camera, the body camera, which is very rare. You should always have your own camera too. Always, always, always have a dash cam in your vehicle with cabin access that records what's going on inside your vehicle as well as outside your vehicle. That you don't have to subpoena. Also, you have to get one as well that's tamper-proof. You don't want them to be able to tamper with your body cam or your dash cam. Because if they can, if you got a bad officer, you certainly will. I have certain videos of them doing the same thing, interfering and taking people's SIM cards, throwing away their SIM cards, breaking their SIM cards, several cases of that. So you really had to be careful. But just keep in mind, I mean, there are ways, again, to combat this type of thing. If there was a police oversight board, for example, that would help a lot of things. Police should never be investigating themselves. 9 times out of 10, they're going to find no wrongdoing. Unless it's absolutely outlandish and put so many people on the spotlight that they have no choice. Now, I've seen some traffic stops where there should be accountability both ways. You have to be accountable. If you're pulled over, I mean, don't act like a fool on the side of the road with these road pirates, as I call them, because they're there to collect revenue. They'll do whatever they need to do to collect revenue. Guess what they do? They issue tickets, fines, lock you up. That's how the system makes money. Just look at the 13th Amendment, for example, in regards to black people, so-called freedom of the slaves. Well, it basically says, I mean, hey, well, you're free unless you get incarcerated. And during incarceration, there's no more than modern day slavery. If you think any different, then you're probably crazy. I mean, you put these guys in the system, and just recently I just covered a particular case of Robert Brooks. He was in the prison. He was murdered by 10 correctional officers, 10 racist correctional officers, I might add, were recently sentenced. I think most of them were sentenced from, anywhere from 25 years to life. There were a couple who got off lighter than that. But in my opinion, if you beat somebody to death while they're cuffed, or even you beat somebody that way, you should get the same treatment. You should get death. There should be no life living in prison. You're taken away from the man's family. You killed the man already. You just showed that you're an evil, diabolical MFer. That's what you've basically done. So that being said, the whole criminal justice system, it doesn't need to really be changed because it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Oppress people from that standpoint. But realistically, it will never change. As long as you have rich people who will do anything to get their way, to keep their lifestyle, you're going to have these problems. I mean, who do you think backs these police organizations? Wealthy. The wealthy actually help regulate and control through manipulation these various police agencies. I mean, that's fact. People can say what they want. These police unions are hell. When they know they have a dirty officer, they'll still protect them. But yet, their job supposedly is public service. Protect and serve. But who are they serving? And who are they protecting? Themselves. They have no interest in protecting you or I as a citizen, realistically. But again, I want to make this totally clear. Not all of them are bad. But if you're the ones who claim you're one of the good ones as a police officer, you need to be able to check these ones who you know are lying. Don't be afraid. Because again, you have to remember, you are a public servant. You are paid by tax dollars. Period. You took an oath, and you do owe something back to your communities. You really do. Whether you believe you do or you don't. Bottom line is, live with it. You do owe people something. Hopefully, you guys will respond back to me. Hopefully some law enforcement come back. blackalertradio@gmail.com. You can write me at that email. Again, blackalertradio@gmail.com. Please hit me up. If you guys got any stories, concerns, anything like that, let me know. We have no problem with putting things, out as far as on the air, people's complaints. We really want to start people getting involved directly with us and interviewing themselves, telling their stories. Live. On live, just go and tell your story. If something happened to you and that you're wrong. Let people decide. Let people see what's going on. That protects the community. The community that steps up, hey, you prosper. But you have to step up. You can't sit around and depend on one person to do the job for you. And this world is really, really, really getting crazier. There's just an example of this particular film, of what happened to a black veteran. I did an earlier video this morning in regards to should a black person, should a black man or woman be in the military at this time and point? When our country is bombing African nations under the guise of terrorism. We have terrorism going on right at home. Black and brown people are being terrorized every day. Start with that problem. Start eliminating these organizations, like these hate organizations like the KKK, Proud Boys, and those other ones tied to organizations of hate. Those are the ones that need to start cracking down on. Everyone will sleep better knowing that these organizations are really being dealt with properly with their tax dollars. I mean, the average citizen doesn't mind their money being spent, their tax dollars being spent, as long as it's something to help the people as a whole. But right now, everything seems to be one-sided. I look at this administration coming in, how immigration's operating. Haven't seen any film clips yet of them gathering up a bunch of white immigrants. Haven't seen that yet. Looking forward to it. But I'm going to keep looking for a long time because I don't think it's going to happen. But the brown, the black, if you live in serious times, you could just be going to the store and all of a sudden you're surrounded. Don't know what to do, where to run to, anything, just helpless. Just like during the days of the slave patrols. You imagine being a black man, a black woman, run away. And suddenly, you think you're in the clear. You're surrounded by 4, 5, 6 racist white people who need to do you harm or who are doing you harm. How do you feel? You feel helpless, hopeless. Your morale is destroyed. But your morale will be destroyed. You have to be strong and understand that just in this world, there are people like that. You just have to navigate through this maze called America. We know most of the laws are stacked against us, but we need to study these laws, make these laws work for us. Because if we know something's against the laws that they created for us, we can avoid it. You just have to be smart. Don't do stupid things. We can't be selfish with our families. You can't take yourself out of your own household. You can't do that. Especially as a man. You cannot take yourself out of the household. We have to start coming back. Make a comeback. Most of us have never left, which is a fallacy created by the media, the government. That black men don't love their kids, they don't do this, they don't do that. That's a lot of bullshit. I know a lot of black fathers who are there all the time for their kids, who love their kids and love their communities. Just because you're not married sometimes doesn't mean that you don't love your kids. It just doesn't. So think about it. Sleep on it. Hit me with a text, email, whatever. I want to hear what you guys are thinking on it. But until tomorrow, which will be Saturday, peace out.